Alrighty, hello and welcome to Blueprints, the new mystery adventure puzzle game set in Mount Holly, where every dawn reveals a new mystery. This game is part of the Steam Next Fest demo, part of the Summer Game Fest. It was shown off and it caught my interest. It seems like there's a unique mechanic about having only a certain amount of steps. Again, this is purely from the trailer. Uh, the game is made by Dogu Bone, which is, after a little investigating, it's their first game they've made as a new studio. They're about 2 to 10 employees, according to their LinkedIn. And the publisher is Raw Fury, which is a small indie publisher. They publish other games such as Moonstone Island, Pizza Potsum, and a whole bunch of others. So it's pretty cool that they found a pretty cool developer to do it. And we're gonna just jump on in. It's a puzzle mystery game. I'm assuming more kind of like akin to like a walking simulator, something like Gone Home or like The Inheritance of Crimson Manor. Kind of like those style games, like Nancy Drewish, maybe. And I dropped Inheritance of Crimson Manor. Like, people are gonna know that small game that only I have played. But I was really intrigued by this because in the trailer, as you walked on, it showed a step counter. And as the trailer went on, the step counter got less and less, and then it just ended with that. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to know what that step counter was. So I was like, you know what? We're doing demos for a whole bunch of other reasons, so why not take a look at the demo for this? You got some nice credits. I'm assuming that the demo is going to be like the first, like maybe 20 minutes of the game. So far, I've played 6 of the Steam Next demos, 5 of which are going to be going up at some point.
S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
Okay, so that dude dead.
Revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Weird that's on a record.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
So he left everything to his grandson.
And bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
Okay, so we're gonna have to solve the puzzles of the house to find this 46th room.
Or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Oh, that's a year before I was born.
Delivered.
Okay.
S.
So to get the Sinclair mansion and everything, we need to solve this 46th room puzzle. Okay, seems pretty straightforward, but I'm usually bad at games like this despite loving them. I love the art style. Day 1. I want to say it looks cel shaded, but I'm usually bad with it. Okay, welcome to the Mount Holly House Tour. You have been granted 4 days. 4 days to discover, experiment, and explore before your official bequest begins. Please bear in mind this is a pre-release house tour, a humble preview of the full Blueprints experience. Many rooms, items, clues, and documents have been removed from the estate during the next 4 days to prevent you from wandering too far. Remember that this is a demo build and some of the games and platforms might not work correctly. Bugs may be found in the house, cracks may be found in the walls. Rest assured we'll get them patched up before you actually move in. In the meantime, please to make yourself at home. Alright, so we can go outside. Okay, so if you see in the top left, this is what got me, is that it says 48. I wonder if you only have like 50 steps a day, and then that what controls the end of the day, and you have to solve it in so many days and so many steps. Only open in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may have not remembered, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of my requests. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I choose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print in my will that I feel like I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off, and you may not stay overnight. I do not suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. On final word of advice, do not assume that the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain which room lies behind a particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go with what you want it to lead." With many love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map. You may access the map by pressing this. Alright, so there's an antechamber all the way over here. We're here. Alright, so we have 1 door, 2 door, 3 door. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay, so I can take as many steps as I want in this room, but the moment I go in or out of the room, like going in and out of here to the outside, counts as 1. Select a room to draft. Hallway, closet. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. The closet has 2 items. We got a gem and a key. The silver key. Unlocking the door with a silver key leads to many doors. Okay. The pantry gives us 4 gold. The guest room gives us 10 steps. And the storeroom gives us 1 key, 1 diamond, 1 silver. So we'll go and get that stuff. 1 coin, 1 gold key, and 1 diamond. Okay, so this is kind of like a puzzle roguelite-ish. I don't want... Excuse me. I don't want to call it a roguelite because there's no fighting, but... map puzzler, maybe? So we need to go through this door. And I'm assuming... Okay, I was wondering if you could choose a room that had no exit, and then you would have to call it a day. It doesn't look like. So the corridor is always left unlocked. A parlor which has a puzzle piece, or the nook that has a key. I want to see what the puzzle piece is. So let's go to the parlor. A rather curious wind-up key, a component to the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I am being frank, it had been quite a while since we have seen in decent society, and we've been beginning to worry that my wife's wit has lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers on this score. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I have mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included this letter which details all you need to share with your guests should they be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Loving Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. One box and at least one box will display only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are empty. One box lies, one box tells the truth, and the other box has a prize inside. But there's 3 boxes. Okay. We got Herbert up there. We can't open up drawers and stuff, so it's not like you have to worry about, oh, well, let me see, did I not open a drawer in this random corner and not find something? Alright, so there's a parlor trick game. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. And the gems are in this box. So one tells the truth, one tells a lie, and one is and 2 are empty. So the gems are not in the white box can be a truth statement because this says that they're not in the box. This one says the gems are in this box. So if only one is lying, one of these has to be telling the truth. Both of these are saying the same thing. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. So this one, I'm assuming, would be the lie, because both of these cannot be false. They're the same statement. They're both not in the white box, which makes the statement true because only one lies. Which means this is the liar. They're not in the white box. You open the blue box, and we get the gems. We unlock the door. Whenever you enter the room, gain 2. Guest bedroom is 10. But there's no connecting things to this door. And if we go in there, we won't get anything. So we need at least another connecting room. So we'll do the bedroom. And whenever you go into the bedroom, we get 2 steps back. So basically, we can go in and out. And this door is locked. Because this goes right. So I believe that means we can't do anything else today because we have no rooms to build off of. Because that goes nowhere, and the bedroom goes there. So there is going to be some kind of puzzle mechanics to solve it in which you don't do anything. Alright, let's see if we can find anything outside. They said there's an antechamber around. Maybe there's like another exit we can go into. That's locked. If not, we'll have to call it a day and be a little bit more mindful of where we go next time. I'm just curious where this leads. Okay, so we can't go that way. Some more bird bats. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the state overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate very reasonable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time. So this is where we sleep. So we have a code to get into there. Okay. Now what's up this way? It looks like a mine. Well, apart from trying every combination, which could take literally hours, I think we have to call it a day. Unfortunately, with 39 steps left, Val was a dingus and made it so I can only not go nowhere. Mount Holly, pitiful bungalow. Yeah. Exit. Save and continue. Let's go for day 2. Oh, right, day 2. Let's do better this day. So, my understanding is all of this is the same. Let's unlock this door. So the parlor goes up and to the left, the corridor goes forward, and the spare room goes forward. So let's do a forward room and see about actually exploring into. So the breaker box is an end, but it gives me an access to something. The bedroom goes up and to the right, so we'll go that way. And see, unlike this, the door's actually open. Whenever you enter the chapel... Now, how does this work? If the so the room will be wherever this point is what we'll access. So we'll do the chapel, but I don't know if we're allowed in the chapel without a coin. So let's go through here. We can do the den because that will allow us to go to the... I thought it would bring us here. Well, we found a gem. That door's shut. Gem requirement for the nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Okay, so we're going to put the nursery in here. Just do a quick sweep of gems and such. Alright, and we got, looks like a notebook here. The Red Prince. There was a Red Prince who sat on a throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for the fear of the view he had that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he ever was outside when the clouds weren't around. And did you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath in the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues what he has said. It was the story of a boy who always wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. So you don't take it, but Someone had an infatuation with red. We're just doing a click once over to see if there's anything interactable. No, alright. I will say I love the style of this game. Alright, so this is going this way. So this will go up and down. This will only give us one, so we need to do this. So this can't connect to anything, so unless it's a corridor going up and down, we'll do the guest bedroom to get 10 more steps. Alright. There's a note here. Sinclair. Just wanted to write to you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evison, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I already got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It has been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though. I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules or point values to play your variation. Hoping your health improves. Okay, so there's a billiard room. Alright. If we can get this to go up and over, because there's nothing over here, that would be nice. So you can do the nook. What the hell is a noog? The storeroom was an empty end, or we can do the kitchen, which gives us food. I'm kind of intrigued to see what they mean by food for sale. I wonder, do they all share the same outside, if you can see out? Yes. And I know I just wasted like 3 steps to do that. Banana for 2. Club sandwich for 8. Boiled bacon and eggs. As a morning room to today's draft and 10. Plus 15 plus 3. Porterhouse was plus 20 plus an additional. The main course is only serving in the dining room. And plus additional 10. Okay, so it's a little thing to gain more steps other than the 50. Alright, so locked. Okay, so we need a key for that, which we don't have. So we need to go all the way back to the entrance hall to make new rooms. Alright. This is where it's going to be a lot of mid-maxing and double backing. Alright. Alright, so this is an empty. The storeroom, a spare room allows us to go, and the parlor allows us to go up and over. So we'll do this. I'm assuming it's the same puzzle. Okay. This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. The box that claims to be black has the gems. There will always be at least one box which displays only true. There will always be at least one box which displays only false. Only one box has a prize, the other 2 are empty. Okay, so 1 lies, 1 trues, and 1's empty. We're back to this. This box is the blue box. That is false. This box is a black box. They're both lying. Which means if both of them are lying, only one can be telling the truth, which is the box claims to be black has the gems. That's blue. This is black. Grab our gems. Open the door. So, the nook allows us to go up and left. The hallway gives us 1, and security gives us that. View items inventory of all items currently in the house. All right. Ooh, we got a cutscene. I wasn't expecting this. Would I look like Adrian from Miraculous? We look so proper. There's a lot of rooms we still have to. Because there's a library, looks like a serving room. There's the storeroom. A file room? Maybe a showroom? Now, I am kind of wondering, like, after you solve this, I would love, like, a daily puzzle or something to go with this. Because the premise of this is pretty cool. Alright, so we can't go that way. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as redundant security measures, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entries. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at the morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronics computer terminals of the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found in security, where the punch clock used to be, in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mr. Babbage. Terminal password is scratched out. A card tape, B cam, A cam. So here is this. Welcome to security. View estate inventory. 0 fruits, 1 shovel, 1 coin purse. And those are items that are currently in the estate that we didn't pick up. Blue mementos true. Blue memos true. Red memos lie. So the antechamber is locked, and the key cards are true. Okay, so we can only go through this door. I really don't like how we don't get to go up, but this is the only way we can go. I wonder, they said there was a shovel. Can we dig them up? Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. So, I'm wondering in the courtyard if there's a shovel that I just missed. So, this can be a dead end. So, we'll do the breaker box. Danger. No, no, no. I was reading that. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Gymnasium, dark room. VAC indicators. And keycard entry system is off. Okay. I don't know what that did, but let's go see. We're going to be running out of room soon. So if we could go back and see if we do that. We also don't have a key. So unless we miraculously find a key, we're kind of stuck for today. And according to this, there's only a coin purse we need to get and a shovel. Okay, so we found a shovel. An old shoe. It's not worth picking up. And then there's one more. But unfortunately, without a key, we can't really do much. So we're going to hopefully see if we can find a key in this mound of dirt over here. There we go. Alright, so we found the key, which means we can now go back to the kitchen. And we can unlock that door and continue going forward. This door is locked. Alright, if I do the office, we can't go nowhere, so we have to do the spare room. I will say spare room it is. Locked. Well, we're out of keys. The spare room's locked. There's nowhere else for us to go. We'll have to call it a day. And move on to day 3. I wish we didn't make day 1 such a wash. I feel like we did. We did immensely more. We'll save and continue. There's 2 days left, and I can see where this takes a little bit. Day 3. But I want to go through all the house. I was like, well, maybe I'll just go until we find something new. Alright, oh, wine cellar is a one-way door. We don't want that. We'll do the parlor. And then we gotta do the truth puzzle. The last 2 times we've done this, the blue box was the right box. The gems are not in this box with a unique statement. The statement is unique. The gems are not in the box with a unique statement. Both of these are telling the truth because they're saying the same thing. The gems are not in the box with a unique statement. So they could either both be lying, and they are, or they're both telling the truth, in which if there's not there, and it's a 50-50. I'm going to go with they're lying. Haha. Alright, so let's do a corridor. And just try our best to get around the house. So the chapel give us 2 doors. So we'll do that. We need, okay. Can check 1 item and retrieve it on another day. So basically, if we have like the shovel, we can put it there. We'll do the passageway because that gives us access to 4. We'll go this way. That's locked. This isn't locked. The dark room. You can see the floor plans while drafting in this room. You cannot see drawer. Okay. But it's a 3. We can do the nook or the weight room in which we lose half. Okay. But we haven't seen this room. Alright, so if we go up. Oh! That's what they meant. We got the breaker box. We'll just turn the gymnasium dark room on. Alright. So it's okay because we can still go up. But with the lights on, you can see some pictures now that was taken. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I'm assuming it's for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. This is showing us the heart tree to get into the apple with the lock. You can't rotate it. I don't see like a 4-digit code anywhere. Showroom. Alright, so with this we can go down. The hallway will just be a straight down. The laboratory will do the same. So we'll do that because we can always go up from the entrance for a one-way door. Heating and cooling curves, H2O melting point, room temperature, complete thaw, melting point. Okay. This requires additional power to be piped in from the boiler room. Okay, which we don't have. Well, red statements are false, so, I mean, we should be able to enter them anywhere. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique cast features that will last until the end of the day. Select A immediately. For each bedroom you draft after you second, or when you spend 2 or more gens drafting a room, set your dice to 2, add a small chest to the things, or spread dirt on the dirt driveway. Immediately add a small chest to the entrance hall. Experiment successful. So you're only allowed to do 1 a day. And we can't log in here right now either. Alright, so we're gonna have to make our way back towards the main hall. Alright. Weight room. The den would just make us go up and left. That's the really only option we have. That's locked. This is locked. We don't have a key. We could go that way. But I'm a little intrigued at what this present is in the main entrance way. Here it is. This trunk is locked. Alright, we'll do the wine cellar because, again, this is a one-way door. NCIIX. Roman numerals. I hate them. 1213. NCCX1111. I doubt that's the thing. We also got 2 dice. While drafting, you may to roll new floor plans. Okay, so that's what dice do. Alright, so this is going to be the best option because it allows us to go this way and up. Looking for... Oh, here we go. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you'll draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you don't like your initial 3 options. Okay. He certainly loved their pictures. So this could be an end. We'll do the observatorium because we haven't been there. And it connects to proper way. The fixed stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations. This book contains a complete star base and a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on a given day, different constellations, various sizes may be visible. This book is a solid base for astronomy, which will help you identify the constellations. North Star is 1 gold. 2 stars is trunks. 3 stars is steps. So basically, as you unlock more, you'll be able to get more. Is there a way to set the stars? I'm trying to see if I get anything for pointing it that way. Okay, so I have to turn it the other way. Well, hold on. What's up here first before I continue that any further? In case I can't walk underneath it. Alright, so that lifts it up or down. I feel like this is a puzzle. I also can't fall off. There's an invisible wall. Alright, let's see if we can rotate it now with it pointing all the way up. I don't know if this is a puzzle or not, but I'm determined at this point to get it to look at that point, so we need to raise it up. There we go. We need to just turn it a little bit more. North Star gain 1. Alright. Alright, let's go this way. The Verdanda is greater chances of finding green rooms. We'll do the Nook, because we can get a key. A journal noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes or observation. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps fittingly, a journal will prove to be invaluable. You will not regret having beside you on your journey. Basically, take notes. Alright, so if we do the billiard room, we just cut ourselves off. We do the commissary then. Without. Alright. Still nothing. Is the terminal password still? Yeah. So you can buy a gem for 3, a sledgehammer for 8, a set of gems, or running shoes. Okay, which we don't really have much of anything. So this way, if we... Spare room's the only option because we only can go forward. The door's gonna be locked. No, okay. If we do the hallway, we can at least go more areas. The terrace will be nothing. The bedroom will lead us to nowhere. The patio will be the only option. And we don't have a shovel, so we can't use that either. Take the gem. A metal detector. Okay. The billiard room is the only option to continue going forward. Now, he said that there was a puzzle in the guest room. Was that yesterday? That says, oh, you have a unique puzzle for the game in which you don't need to know how to play, but you can get something with it. This is highlighted. Alright, let's do 19. So 12, 3, nope. 12, 5. It's like it's resetting. So it's a combination. It was 1, 2, 1, 3. So it's not that. Unless. So 5 and 3 is 8. So we got 20 double or half. So it's 12, 8, why does it click 20? Nothing. 12 and 8 equals 20. Minus 3, maybe, is 17. 7 minus 4 is 3. 8 and 2. This is different now. It may be multiplication. Okay. Okay. I feel like I need to write this down. So we got 12 as our base times 4 is 48. Minus 8 is 40, which is too high. So is it 12 minus 8? Twelve minus 8 times 4 is 16. Okay. The key to the secret garden. Okay, I kind of guessed on that one. Special key, secret garden key. This key does not fit. Alright, let's use a normal thing. Alright, so map-wise, we're here. We have to go with the pantry because that's the only way to go forward. We got 2 steps. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have extra guests exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think we should spend 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The eclipse amount should cover the basis for bringing back any change. Okay, so basically we can see, if we see bananas, oranges, or apples, we can eat them. We don't have a key. So we don't have a key here. This requires a key. The only one left is this requires a key. This requires a key. Is the chapel. Is the only room we have left. So let's go there. I have 9 now. I still can't. I still can't buy what's his face, a key. Alright, so we're here. We need to go over and up. A magnifying glass. Can we use that on the darkroom picture, maybe? The West Wing's gonna be our best option. Dang it. One of our rooms, as well as the enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. Alright. That's just scratches. Okay, so we're getting nothing there. One 128. So I wonder if that's the code to unlock the garden. We have 7 steps. 6. Alright, let's go down. The guest bedroom, which explains car keys. Okay, but we got the steps, which is what I wanted. All right, we cut off a room. So we can do the garage, which is nothing, the dining room. Each day a meal is serving after rank 8 is achieved, which we don't have. A garage would cut everything off until we find a key, but there's 3 keys in the garage. Alright, so in here we have an upgrade desk. Insert when they say to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Okay. Christopher, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when the services have been required. I don't care how long you have been driving this lordship, your absences need to be accounted for. Okay, so we can go through the den and unlock that. We got the entrance hall that we can do. But if we go back to the entrance hall, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, and then back. This counts as a way out, but if this is all connected to the outside, then I might be able to go back to the entrance hall with only 2 steps rather than 3. Or 6. So, hopefully we can get to the main entrance from here. Alright, so that goes that way. Where does this take me? Over the river. To this locked gate. Can I unlock it from this side? We can. Alright. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset. So, which means we'll always have access to this side. And is this... Two special items? A watering can. The first time you enter a green room, use 1 thing to gain that, alright? An adjustable gear wrench. Each time you drop the mechanical thing, you permanently adjust its rarity. Okay, so now that we have access to that, we can do that every day. With 3 keys, we can go unlock the main room. But before we do that, I don't want to waste the 1 step going in, the 1 step coming out. Oh, each one of these counts as 1. Alright, so we're at the campsite. This is the tree with that, and it had 1128 on it. I wrote it down. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to that. Starting tomorrow, you'll start each day with 20 extra steps. Okay, so tomorrow we'll get 70 instead of 50. Gardener's logbook. When I first came on the estate to the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders I believe that could have been avoided, even with a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the former groundsman. To that day, I will make an effort to make a record of dealing with the state as much of horticulture and general tomfoolery. Among the commission duties, I have been tasked with the conversation, convers, conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate, encompasses apple orchard entrance and east yard. Fortunately, my workload of the maintenance of the west front has not been a priority since Lady Espin's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, and I endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself will take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and like groundkeeping. The majority that I discover are only draftable in the perimeter of the house on the east and west wings. The terrace, the patio, the veranda, the morning room, the greenhouse, and the secret garden all fall within that category. On the first task I undertook as the groundkeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot buried in the east and west wings of the house, and I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots, but it was clear that inconvenience in the undertaking would produce in no way worth the extra data. Especially, to qualify that, I measure the soils to support plant growth and maximize the promise of high yields. So are we going to be able to start planting stuff in the planters? Because we got barren ground, good soil, great soil, and all that based on the map here telling you what's good. A few years ago, the Baron made a long overdue switch from gas lighting to electrical. The installation of the new system undertaking each room had to be wired. Thankfully, the renovations did not exceed the interior and the lancing equipment outside are still connected by gas line, including not limited the smudge pots. They are found among the apple trees in the orchard and critical necessary for cold temperatures and altitude. These gas burning prevent frost and keep on during the winter months to ensure daily yields of apples. With the smudge pots are not used, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve for other machines. After a few months, I have new cause to champion. I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. So specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Rhina currently in the cloister with much more appropriate angel of Rhina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I don't think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listened to me rave and pontificate about the subject of the better part of lunch yesterday, and she asked why I avoid tending. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe of the particulars for a third time. Alright. So there's these keep the orchards warm. And if need be, we might need to turn off the gas for something inside. So with just 4 steps left, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just go into see what's in the trunk. Because we don't have the steps anymore. Because this will be 3. Inside, going over there would be 2. Inside the garage would be 1. And then we only have 1 step left. So we go in here, we do this, we do the day, and we leave. I think that's our only option. I'm trying to see if there's a room I can craft really quickly, but there isn't. Alright, let's call it a day. We'll do our last day available. "23 rooms, rank reached 5, steps taken 60, 8 rooms and 13 new ones." Alright. Last day. We got 70 steps. Let's make the most uses of them. Coat check, spare room, workshop. We'll do the workshop because we haven't done that yet. Just try and see everything in the demo. The sledgehammer. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets caved from thought. A message reads is of a tent loss. Among the bold words spoken soft, the note is read, the letter is not something. We have something carved in the G. Yeah, we don't have enough items to do that. Alright, so if we do the chapel, that will unlock more. The billiard room will allow us to go up and over. The den would allow us to get more rooms as well. Oh, that's the fire. We don't have enough gen requirements, so we can do the hallway. Security. We don't have enough gems, so we'll at least get the 3 gems for this, I guess. I also didn't get to use the upgrade desk. Unless somehow it's still in my inventory. No. The dark room will give us access to a lot more. Sure, we'll do a gem requirement. Might be the kitchen. Alright, the boudoir would allow us to go up. The dining room would give us access to more rooms and connect the dark room. And we haven't done this yet. He said once you reach a certain rank in the house, you'll get a meal here. Alright, let's continue going this way, I guess. The billiard room's the only one that goes up. Alright, let's see what's in this puzzle. So we got 17... is the answer. 3 plus 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 4 is 10. Three plus 2 is 5 plus 4 is 9. I think. Okay. So 15 minus 3 minus 11 is 1. 15 minus 11 is 4. Times 3 is 12. 12 minus 8 is 4 times 4 is 16. There we go. This door is locked. No more. The courtyard would give us the most access. The storeroom and the parlor wouldn't cut us off, so we're going to use this. take the shovel. Thank you. An old shoe. A coin. So we both need key cards to get that far, and I'm assuming we're not going to get key cards in the demo. So we're going to go back the way we came, which is all the way back to the dark room. Well, we'll use it here because we actually can see what we're drafting. The bedroom is the only one that allows us to continue building. We got a trunk we cannot open. Or a sledgehammer. Okay. The nook gives us a key. The storeroom gives us one of everything. And this gives us more steps, so I guess we'll do the nursery. Sometimes there's a gem in there. Alright. So we gotta go back to the hallway. Alright, so we need to go forward here and see if we can get something decent. Alright, so this allows us to go forward. The closet won't and the guest bedroom won't. So we'll do the pool, which we haven't gotten yet. We got the key back. We can't go into the pool, but we get a skimmer? No. Alright. The observatorium will only allow us to go left. The pantry will allow us to go all the way there, but is there room for that? Yeah, because this is the middle, so you can go to that way. So we'll do the spare room. Yeah, we got one more to this way. The garage, we don't have that for. The storeroom, I guess the parlor, because it allows us to build. Even if it's not in the direction we want. We already know how to solve this. So we take the wind-up key. Alright, there are 3 boxes in this room. That is correct. There are 2 boxes in this room are empty. That's correct. This is one of the 2 empty boxes. That statement's true. That statement's true. So this one just says 2 of them are empty, which is true. This one says that there are 3, which are true. So this can't be false. This can't be false. This can be false because this is the only one claiming not to have something. So this is the liar that has the gems. Alright, so if we do commissary, we can go up and left. So we'll do that. Either way, we're going to be screwed. But we can turn off the key card system. Alright, so we'll turn on the key, that, and we'll see if maybe with them down we can open the doors to the key cards. Yeah, because we have to go back to the main hall just to do anything. So at least this way we can try. The drafting pool rules. The draft pool is in your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random are drawn. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may be depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day. No running. All right, so we can go down to the den, or we can go through security and all that. I think I'm gonna waste the steps to see if turning off the key card system means that we can enter them. Is it a waste of a couple steps? Yes. But it will give us future information for down the line when the game eventually releases. They're just powered off, so you still need the key cards to get through them. Alright. It just means with them off, you can divert the power elsewhere, but they still need to be powered on to get through them. Alright, so we're not going to be going up anymore. We can go through the den. Is our believer next best option? And try to draft to this door. We don't have the gen requirement, and the pantry's not going to do much. So here's a coat check. Check item. I guess if we do the sledgehammer, we no longer have it, but tomorrow we'll be able to go and get it. Yeah, the only other place we can go is the entrance hall. That doesn't help. The conference room is new. Safe code is 9803. After meeting adjourned, take all the conference rooms and place them in the office safe. But the thing is that in the security room, it said that all of the red notes are lies. I mean, we'll put it down in like a weird coincidence we actually get to it. Which I doubt. 9083. The Observatorium. So they go more. Whenever you enter, lose 2. And that will give us access to the last room. Hoople. Alright, I don't see anything else. So this is the last door we can draw on this side. Sauna, tomorrow you'll start with an extra 20 steps. And this is the last room we can draft, by the way. Or spread keys throughout the house, but the keys won't do anything at this point because it's not like we have a spare room to open. So we'll do the sauna just so we can see it and enjoy. That's all we can do. We'll go read the notes in the security system room again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have enough room. And then we have this post. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Unless written by hand. I don't think they're written by hand because this is written by hand and that's not. All right, well, that's all we have access for. We did our 4 days. If I didn't mess up the first room, maybe we would have got the first day. Maybe we would have gotten a little bit farther. But I think we did pretty good for our last day. And I really enjoyed the game. And I can't wait for it to come out. Thank you for visiting. At the house tour concluded, Simon strode out with a newfound fire in his step. He felt more confident and less afraid of the once daunting task his great uncle had set before him. He was thankful now that he had some time to collect his thoughts and strategize, as he had a feeling Mount Holly would be making new plans of her own. You can wishlist the game now on Steam. It is currently slotted as a to-be-announced game. But personally, it seems like the game's pretty polished. Like, we had very little issues with it. And I just realized you were looking at a black screen real quick. So, look at the stream ending thing while I finish my thoughts. Honestly, the game was really fun. And I hate saying, oh, well, I'll always play it. Because I'm very particular about the demos I play. And this game is a lot of fun, and I want to know more. I want to know the story, and the demos got me to where I need to know how in depth this goes. So it's on my wish list. I wish them all the luck, especially for the first game they made. Kudos to them, and thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please feel free to leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike and comment on why you didn't like it. Either or, just thank you for sticking out with me this long. This is Blue Prince, and I'm Val, and hope you have a great day.